Experience magical fun and adventure by entering the simulated world of Eustace Pharmer, bringing reality into the virtual reality. Your journey begins here and right now.
Hello everybody and welcome. I'm Eustace Pharmer and I'm dusting off some of the games in my Steam library that I have played in the past, and this is one of them, Bus Simulator 16. So they're coming out in June with Bus Simulator 2018. And what I'd like to know from you guys is, do you own this game? Have you played it? Based on what you have experienced, would you buy the next version of this game? I myself am on the fence. I think this game is a lot of fun, and I think the modeling and the graphics are decent, not epic. And based on the trailers I've seen for the next generation, the scenes flash by kind of quick, but it kind of looks to me, maybe along the same lines as this, but they've added some fancier, shading and light bloom and stuff like that. Kind of sort of what I think Farming Simulator might do with their 2019 version coming out, but we're not on farm today, so I'll stop talking about that. But the one thing that really frustrated me a lot with this game is, well, a couple of things. They weren't very quick to address bugs and problems. I even had a major problem that several people complained about. The online thing, you lose all your progress. I played this game pretty much almost near the end, and I decided at that point I had so many routes that I would offer some up to the public, because that's what you do with this online. You're never interacting with anybody. You're not in the same server. It's mirrored. And you create your route and you offer it up there publicly, and then somebody can grab it and drive it. If they do better than you've done, then you'll get the credit for that, and they also get credit in their game. So it's really nice. However, because it's always syncing with a server, there was something with their server, and you close the game and you come back, and either you'd be like one step back from where you were when you started that day, or everything would be gone. So the last time I closed the game and walked away from it, I opened the game and all I had was my backwards street route. All my other progress was gone, so there was that, and it kept happening. So far today, I've fooled around with it a bit, and it hasn't happened at all, so that's a good sign. I haven't seen any updates, but something must have changed on the back end, and it would behoove them to fix their house now, because if they're trying to push the next version out, if people that still play this are not having a good experience with this one, you can kiss the next one goodbye. So this is by Still Alive Studios, and they are under the Astragon Game Publishing Company. And I did call Astragon about this, and they pretty much replied to me a few days later and said that they couldn't duplicate the problem, and so therefore it must not exist. So that's how far I got with that, and that pretty much tore it for me. But I figured since 18 is coming out, I'd like to bring you through just a quick route today to have a look at this game and kind of give you my thoughts and feelings and gauge how you guys feel about it. But I do feel, for the most part, I got my money's worth. I did buy 2 out of the 3 DLCs. I won't be buying the last one. It's $5, but, it's towards the end of this game. Obviously now, the performance update that they did to kind of bring the FPS where it should be, it's been in beta and it's stayed that way, but they've still subsequently put out more DLCs. So let me stop yapping. We're going to do the city tour here, and as you see down here, I've got my buddies Grizzly Bear Sims, Jerry Taylor, and Doug Zorly on this route as well. They're really not on this route, don't even think they play the game, but I figured I'd name a couple characters after them, just so I can have my buddies in here. So welcome to the company, guys, and don't slack off, especially you, Zorly. Don't slack off. Help us make some money. And we're going to start at the bus depot. I always like to do that. And the timer doesn't start until you get to the bus stop to pick up your first set of passengers. And I also start off, I drink a nice strong cup of coffee. And when you first load your save game, you get an accomplishment for doing this, I believe. So have your coffee. And you can microwave yourself a little popcorn or something and have some Captain Crunch over there. Captain Crunch. Check your calendar. Yep, I'm working today. No chance I was off. And you can see your character if you scroll back on your wheel mouse. You can see that, but he kind of flashes like that, so I kind of always keep it like this anyway. Now this bus, the doors open funny. The node is right where the windshield wiper is, and you can't get to it through the glass, see? So you have to come around the front. And my character's a little fiddly. And there we go. So that's an odd place for that. But as you see, the bus itself, graphically, pretty nice. They did a nice job. And I learned how to do custom skins, so I do have a few custom skins on there. I think this one was an in-game one. I can't remember if I did this one or not. I'd have to look. But it's very rudimentary. They give you Windows clip art icons to decorate the bus with. But when you put advertisements on the bus, that does earn you extra income. But it's a nice looking bus nonetheless. And it comes stock from the factory in silver. I made it my channel colors, red and white. So it's the Mercedes Citaro. And I said it 3 times before I started this video. For some reason, I kept wanting to call it the Citron. Okay, so we got to make sure we're in park. And then I'm going to close our doors. And I have everything mapped to my shifter and my wheel. But I'm going to do some of the buttons on the dash just for visual interest for you guys. And I think if I toggle this, there we go, 3 times. All right, so we'll do the cashier light. We don't need any of the other lights because it's broad daylight. And I will give it a touchdown on the cooling because they usually complain it's too hot. And I think that's about it. I think we're ready to drive. Now, up here, see this mirror? Very nice. That mirror over there, pretty much almost useless. And this can cause you got to be careful turning corners with the bendy, because if you run up on the curb a little bit and one of these people is standing near the curb, you will hit and kill them. And then whatever stage of the mission you're in, it will stop. You'll see a brief black screen. It'll tell you you're being sent back to the garage with no credit. So that's a bummer if you've been on a long 1-hour drive. You got to be very careful pulling out of here. And the AI, they will come right up on you and crowd you. People and vehicles. So when you have an opportunity to turn, it looks like a morgue bus. You really got to get out there and do it. And coming around corners like this, you're going to go to a little bit to the outside, because as you see, I still kind of hugged that curb a little bit. I still skinned it. So I'm a little rusty on the bendy. Now I'll let you listen to the motor a little bit. I don't like driving outside with this because the exterior view can get a little fiddly and glitchy. Ooh. Wow. And now see this car, that blue one and the green one, they will inch up and they will box you in and give you an accident. Is this the stop? No. Okay, so let me go ahead back inside. We'll do a little bit more outside later, possibly. And did I turn the speed control on? Let me see. I'm going to do it on my shifter because I don't want to fiddle around with the dash. Now that should have done it. Let's see. Enable. See, I shut it off. Okay. We don't want a ticket. Very difficult to read that speedometer. But overall, I mean, the graphics are pretty nice. I would think you would agree, no? Like I said, not the most epic. So you get points if you indicate when you're pulling in, and also for kneeling the bus after you come to a stop. And I don't want to get too close to the curb because, believe it or not, they will put it in park here, and then we'll go ahead and kneel our bus, open the doors. You can clip them, and they'll start to get stuck on the side of the bus, and if you pull away and not notice, you'll kill them.
Garden Lane. Good day, sir.
Well, good day to you, madam. We'll go into our cashier here, and 1 regular trip. You got it. That'll be $2.20, please. And out of $5, so 20, 40, 60, 80, and 20 more makes 3. And 2 more makes 5. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I want to buy a ticket.
1 regular ticket. Here we are, madam. $2.20, please. Out of 5. 20, 40, 60, 80, $3. And 2 more is 5. Oh, you gave me a 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go.
Thank you very much.
My mistake. I'm so sorry. All right, we'll come out of cashier mode. Gonna look to make sure there's nobody running for the bus. Bus back up, parking brake off, indicate out, and away we go. Now I got to hustle here a little bit because the next stop is, actually it's pretty close. So you'll hear that ding and you'll see that little green indicator come up in your dashboard there that says they would like to get off at the next stop. You do have to be in the habit of looking outside the bus though to make sure that there's nobody running for the bus or that you don't have a wheelchair customer. And I'm probably going to wind up being late. Unfortunately, I could see the bus stop just after that traffic light. We might be able to still gun it and make it. Yeah, we're going to be a little late. Oh well, we'll make up the time. At least we got the green light on that one.
I'm never giving you my phone again.
Chill. It was an accident. It has thousands of...
Actually, this is further away than I thought.
Now I'm gonna look like...
Yeah, we're going to be good and late. But that's okay. And we'll go ahead and indicate. And one thing I like to do is sometimes, I'll show you when you get kind of like a little chicane. You got to really make sure the back of the bus is out of traffic, and we do have a wheelchair customer today. Okay, so park and kneel the bus, and I'm going to put out the ramp for our customer.
I'm in a wheelchair. I need help to get up.
Yes, I know.
Very much.
You're welcome.
There we go. Nobody's running for the bus. Bus back up. Parking off and indicate. And looks like our next is going to be a right turn, so hopefully we can stay on schedule now.
Next stop, Central Station, Kings Road.
You're going to hear these people say some funny things, and every now and then you get like a mentally ill passenger, and they start talking about all kind of crazy things about flying saucers watching them, and you have to go back and kind of diffuse the situation they tell you to do it. So, all right, make a nice wide turn. And make sure that we are not clipping that curb. There we go. Perfect. For once. Now, pedal to the metal. But the city itself, it's a pleasant drive. Nice, vibrant, lively place. Really stay over here. There we go. Now we're going to get right over. Now, in real life, I wouldn't be driving down here this fast, but we do have our schedule. All right. Getting a little tight in here, but we'll make it. There we go. Now, do we have a traffic light? No. Okay. So you really don't want to inch out on this game because they'll bombard you, like I said. When it's time to go, it's time to go.
Hey, would you like to hang out sometime?
Sure, that sounds good. When?
Now.
Oh, right now I can't. I'm busy.
I'm busy. He sounds a little desperate. Would you like to hang out sometime? Well, when? Like right now? Oh, no, thanks. Let's look at the map quick. Okay, so we're close to our stop. So I should be able to make it if we don't have any more shenanigans. This is a nice easy turn. And the emergency vehicles are plentiful in this game. They're like every few seconds. So the traffic will at times acknowledge them and they'll like stop in the middle of the street. I haven't ever seen them pull over, but they'll just kind of stay at a standstill. All right, should be just up ahead. We got 45 seconds and counting. We don't want to kill anybody, but we may have to sacrifice for the greater good. There we go. Kneel down, parking brake on, doors open.
Kings Road.
Here we go.
Good day.
Good day. One regular trip.
single trip, please.
You got it. One regular trip. $2.20 out of 5, 40, 60, 80, and 3, and 2 makes 5. Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks. Have a great day.
You too. Have a great day.
All right. Nobody else running for the bus? Let's haul it. There we go. Parking brake off. Our indicator. I think we'll get back on schedule now. Not going to burn that light.
Next stop, Sky Arrow Tower. This is the last stop. Make sure to take all of your belongings with you before stepping off the bus.
So that was a bit of a quicker route than I remembered. We could have done round trip. Seeing this is the last stop, let's see if we can do it out of cab. This is kind of like Truck Simulator for me. It's kind of easier to drive in cab, especially because, at least for me, sometimes you don't see those passengers or pedestrians coming around the corner. And the bus really doesn't stay very zoomed out if you get too close to a building. See what I mean? It gets really glitchy if you try to get in close.
Okay, I'll check that out.
All right, so I think that's enough of outside. There we go. And it should be right up ahead here on the right. And it is. So here's what I was talking about, these little kind of chicane type stops. You want to pull in early enough to where you can make the back of the bus, but you don't want to have your rear end sticking out in traffic when you come to a stop. So that's good right there. And I'll kneel it down. Open our doors.
Sky Arrow Tower.
Thank you very much. Have a great day. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about you. Got to get our wheelchair man off of the bus here. Here you are, sir. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I was just coming out to help you. Sorry about that. Here, have a lollipop. No? Okay, well, I offered. And you can do it manually out here as well. Let's see, I think the button is over here somewhere. Let's see, it might be in here. Nope, maybe it's this one. This has been Eustace Pharmer, and I'd like to thank you very much for tuning in. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing and tap that alert bell. Also, there's a thumbs up button right under your screen. Please tap that so I know you enjoyed the video. If you didn't like the video, there's another button. Feel free to tap that one if you're a big poop head. Until we meet again, take great care of yourself, okay? And bye for now.